it's because of the fan outrage. I think that they just didn't follow. See, the thing, at least in my opinion, I feel like, more often than not, video game scripts, if you look at their scripts, they're a lot better than most of the movies that we have.
You know what?
I've heard that a lot the voice acting, the story, like the story arcs are amazing, and you get fucking these filmmakers and they just fuck it all up. You know what I mean?
Like Modern Warfare actually tried that for a good while. I mean, they said, you don't need a Modern Warfare movie, you just need to play the games because the games are the movies
basically
themselves.
A movie, yeah. You're just playing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I can see that.
We don't need Resident Evil, because we just got Resident Evil 7, and that's better than any reboot that we're ever going to get, in my opinion, dude. That's for sure. And you played it. That was a great game. Yeah, so that's my.
Although that game wasn't, you know what? They made it out to be a reboot, but it really wasn't.
I don't think. No, I read an article.
They gave you that vibe that it was supposed to be like a reboot, because you're like, what? This is different. This isn't anything we've seen. But have you played it?
I haven't played it yet. I know he told me about it when it first came out. Yeah. And he said it was fucking creepy.
It was
pretty sick.
It was a great game.
Yeah, he dropped in like midway through. I got stuck, and he helped me finish it. So he got to see a good chunk of the game that I didn't even know existed. I thought we were going to beat the house and that's it. But it goes further than the house, dude.
We were there. We're like, all right, credits are going to roll. It's probably
we're done, man. We're free. No.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, I'll see you tomorrow.
I have a question about Resident Evil games. Which Resident Evil was the one where they're like in Mexico?
Oh,
it's like a Mexican cult.
No, that wasn't Mexico. That was in Spain, and that was Resident Evil 4.
Five, right?
No,
or the 4
5
and
was
5.
in Africa.
Oh, okay.
4 was with Leon S. Kennedy, and they were in Spain.
Yeah, and they're
fighting
Las little girl, right? And he was like, right?
Yeah, that's the one. That's
and they're shouting like obscenities at you, throwing hatchets and shit.
Cógelo.
Like kind of racist.
yeah. No, basically, the one phrase that you kept hearing the most was "screw him." So they're literally trying to like ride you.
That's a fun game, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's the only one I've played all the way through.
You know what? I didn't play that one that much. I loved Resident Evil 5, although a lot of people hated it. I liked the characters.
5 I couldn't get into. It was just the mechanics. I hate their fucking mechanics.
You know what? I appreciate that they tried to make everything scary during the day.
Yeah. And that was when they really introduced co-op, right?
Yeah. And that, you know what? I also love that. Although obviously it's not going to be scary if you play with 2 people, but I always have wanted to play with 2 people.
I think that can be still scary. I sometimes I prefer that. Like they have this new game coming out. I know I'm veering off, but it's completely co-op. Like you need somebody all the time.
I feel like that's cool.
From E3 or whatever. I forget what the title
is. Horror is cool, when you're trying to survive by yourself, but to try to keep somebody else alive and have them help you stay alive, I mean, that just adds a next level of fear, because you're trying to...
You're worrying about them, and then you're worrying about what the actual attack that's coming to you.
I feel like being scared and alone has been overplayed in video games, which isn't bad, but, being scared and having the ability to maybe survive with someone else, that's just cool. Bringing more people. But yeah, Resident Evil being rebooted, also Silent Hill, which the last one wasn't bad either.
The movie, right?
Yeah, I feel like the last one was a better
Revelation.
I think that's what it was.
2.
Yeah, for Silent Hill. Oh, the movie.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah,
Revelation.
The second one.
It's called Revelations.
Yeah, that movie was supposed
Silent Hill
to be,
Revelations.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
that movie was supposed to be like a sequel reboot, because the daughter, the wife.
My problem with those movies is they're good, but they totally didn't understand the games.
Yeah, the stories,
because the games are and the game and like all the monsters and all the things that are happening are metaphors for shit in real life, and they don't do that in the movies at all. So it's like, damn, you didn't do your research at all. So that's a huge turnoff for me. Yeah. Right out at the gate.
And then also, the main character in the first movie was supposed to be the daughter from the second movie, but they just balled it all up, and they tried to fix it in the second one. But the second one was definitely better.
I can't remember that. I think I fell asleep. It was the CGI really bothered me.
Wait, for number 1 or number 2?
2. because it was trying to jump on that 3D horror.
I remember
thing.
that. I saw it in theaters.
A lot of the stuff is just
3D came out and it was like everywhere.
Yeah, so when you watch it in 2D, it's kind of like it's totally taking me out. Yeah, it's taking me out.
I feel like 3D works, but only when you use it at the right times. It can't be like shit flying in your face.
I would say I really like subtle 3D. Like I heard that Wonder Woman. If you go to watch that in 3D, that was very. It wasn't like, bah, I'm gonna have blades in your face or reflect bullets in your eyes or something.
Like creating tiny little things. That
like if they look like if they're the depth of field or whatever. I like when they play with that. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. The only movie I've seen in 3D, I think, was Rogue One. Not Rogue One. What's before Episode 7?
Oh, Force Awakens.
Yeah, The Force Awakens. That's when I saw. It was pretty cool.
In 3D, cool.
When he stops
the lasers and stuff, and just everything. Just you see the beams and stuff. It was really cool. It added that depth to it. Like you're actually there, just watching it through a little.
It was definitely an aid. It didn't.
Yeah, no, it's an aid. Yeah, it increased the experience.
Because I feel like with Star Wars, you want to be in there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Any more news?
No, that's all my horror.
Okay, so I'll jump into a little bit of news. I just got one thing that really stood out for me for the week, and it's I don't know if you guys are familiar with Adam Green or his film Hatchet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old school throwback to 80s slashers. They're going to be doing, I guess they're doing like a 10th anniversary showing of the film. But it's going to be only in the UK, right? At the Fright Fest, I think it's called. But then they're like, oh, but don't worry, fucking, America, we're going on tour in a bunch of cities, and we're going to screen this film for you in case you didn't get to see it when it came out in theaters. So if you guys haven't seen that film and you like horror or, like the slasher genre in general, like, in the vein of Jason or like weirdly over the top gore stuff like that.
Hyper gore.
It's amazing, and it's actually Hatchet was Victor Crowley, the main dude. He's fucked up or whatever. He's the serial killer, right? Who lives in this swamp, but he's actually played by Kane Hodder, who is notorious for Jason Voorhees. Yeah. So that's cool, and I'm excited for that.
Do you know if it's going to be playing here, or do you know the location?
That's the thing, is that Adam is so busy working on secret projects, and he's got his podcast and all these other things, so they haven't released the dates yet, but I'm willing to bet they're going to stop here, or at the very least LA.
Yeah, LA for sure.
But I'm hoping they stop in San Diego. That'd be awesome.
Never come to San Diego.
Yeah.
They never do.
Come on. Yeah, Adam Green. You hear me? Do you hear us? Yeah, so that's it for our pop culture news. So do you want to kick off the our, what's it called? The weekly recommendations.
Oh yeah. I have a movie, a Blu-ray movie, I guess, or DVD, whatever you prefer. Hell or High Water.
Oh, yes.
It's a really good movie.
Yes.
Ben Foster.
Chris Pine,
Jeff Bridges. Really good movie. About family and... you've seen it, right?
Yeah, it's another heist film that's very rooted. It's very southern, and it's about these two brothers that start ripping off banks because they're having their house
repossessed.
Repossessed. So they're like, we're gonna fuck the system, and they start getting sloppy, and then that enters Jeff Bridges. He's the sheriff pretty much. So he gets hot on their trail, and it's like a game of cat and mouse, but it goes more deeper than that, but you gotta sit down and check it out. Is that done? Do you know who that's done by? Is it Scott Cooper?
I don't know who that's done by. Just looking at it right now.
I'm pretty sure that might be who it is.
David Mackenzie.
Oh,
the director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good film. Did you have so that's your Blu-ray. Do you have a TV show?
Yeah, TV show. Now, don't judge me for this, but I actually put down a Supernatural show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's such a good. I know there's a lot of people who like hate on that show.
Yeah, no,
I mean, but it's 13 seasons in. I mean, it has to be good. You know, for people to.
Yeah, when it started,
going that long.
2004, 2000.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show.
I think that's amazing, man. That it's
Crazy. Yeah, to be going that long and to keep relatively the same cast.
Yeah, well, by now this is old news, but they lost a key cast member. I believe.
Don't tell me. I'm not caught up yet all the way.
Okay, well,
I'm looking.
Well, no, this was news for. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if they've already shown it in the episodes, but this was big news. Maybe last month that they were going to be losing a key cast member.
Okay.
So nobody knows yet, unless they've already divulged that. But to my knowing,
but that's my show recommendation, I guess.
Theater
show, theater. I haven't been to the theater in a while. Not yet.
We get a pass from you?
Yeah, pass on that one.
As far as recommendations, I have none. But in theaters, man, if you guys want to watch the blockbuster of the century, go watch Transformers 4.
Damn, you're gonna make people unsubscribe.
No, hey guys, I'm kidding. I haven't seen that yet. No, for theaters, you know what? I feel like we've talked about this one often enough, but damn, Wonder Woman was a good movie.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
okay.
we saw it together.
Yeah, we saw it, dude. Wonder Woman all the way.
I feel like she played her role just right. I feel like
perfect,
she was
right. She was made for that.
Yeah, I was telling Wes about this after we came out of the movie theaters, but they really liked what they did with her in the animated movie. Mm-hmm. That was like the first movie that really kind of went into detail about who she was, not as
Wonder Woman, but as her backstory.
Not as an Amazonian or as Wonder Woman, but just as Diana.
Yeah.
And who she was trying to become this hero, because she wasn't there to be a hero. She was there to just, get the job done, take care of Ares. And I feel they really explore that well in this movie. Her, what's the word I'm looking for? Her, I guess, how naive she was about things.
Yeah.
She was really delicate, and she's very powerful but delicate, and I really like that in this movie.
It was a badass origins story. Mm-hmm. I think I enjoyed it better than the first Avenger. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Captain America. Definitely better than that.
Definitely better than Civil War.
Yeah, you guys know how I feel about Civil War. I'm not going to jump into that, but yeah, Wonder Woman. I agree with you, man. Yeah. So that's your theater pick?
That is definitely my theater pick.
Okay, let's see. I'll start with TV. It's I think a show on Cinemax. It may have been canceled. It may or may have not been canceled. I'm not sure. Check it out. But it's called Quarry, and it's starring Logan Marshall Green, who is the dude who looks like Tom Hardy in Prometheus.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's been popping
Tom
up.
Hardy?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say that because I really like the guy. He's really fucking good.
We were at Barnes and Noble, and I was showing him images of the Shocker.
Yeah,
and how two people are playing him.
Oh yeah,
there's two variants because throughout the Marvel universe, the mantle of the Shocker gets taken on by multiple people, and I think it's cool that they're exploring that in this movie. But in this movie, they're driven more by the fact that both of these guys are sort of developing this technology, and at the end, you'll see one of them don the persona. But there's an image of him using his shockwave gauntlet, and
it's Logan Marshall Green. So this is actually pretty relevant. I forgot that he was even in Homecoming. So shout out to him for doing big things. But this show Quarry, man, it's fucking amazing. It's on Cinemax, so they could pretty much do whatever they wanted. I don't know. I feel like nobody knew about it, much like Outcast, which is from the creator of The Walking Dead or whatever. I feel like nobody knows about that, which is also on Cinemax. So it's maybe just